When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Nittany Lions will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got the first down, looking for more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss him. He's got him. The Nittany Lions get the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
He makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. looking for a man. It's Gallagher. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Soft spot in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 40. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Handoff to the lone back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Gallagher. Bringing the heat.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Going to swing it on second down. Pulled down for the tackle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. That's caught. It's Stewart. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Going for the big play. He's got it at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Back to throw, it's Gallagher. Pulls it in, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, 1st down and more. At the 45, on his way. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get it.
Oh, a lot of space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Pressure coming. He's good. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Washington State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Snagged in the middle. It's Odom. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They'll leave it with him. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to scramble. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I know this guy's got a big-time arm, and I know he thinks he can make every throw out there, but you cannot throw it back across your body when rolling to the right. That is just begging for a disaster, and it cost him on that.
That's caught. It's Haynes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Gallagher. He makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The offense will quickly use a timeout. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Now he'll fire back into the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Gallagher. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Lets it fly on the move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Gallagher. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
On the run, it's White.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They give it to him again. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Leaves it with the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there.
He's looking deep. Catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. The Wolverines are on the move. They'll go with a direct snap. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Rolling right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. There he goes! They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Penn State 35, Michigan 14.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there, they're still battling, and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up by 18 over Washington State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Gallagher. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them. Be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Back to pass, it's Gallagher. Finds the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He fires to the left side. It's caught. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, in this offense within striking distance. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted, number 19. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Looking for more room. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been...
Unloads it downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Makes the catch. It's more. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field. It's Gallagher. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Martin. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. At the 20, he's got space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about he made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Lets it fly. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Dropping back, it's Gallagher. Got a man, it's Marshall. And that is how we will wrap this one up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.